Hey, practice community, welcome to this week's Monday message. We are in the last week of May, and the last week of the month is always that time to turn the corner and start thinking about what's to come in the month ahead. So today I thought I would share both a preview of what's coming in June, but also looking ahead to the summer. So I have a few things up my sleeve you might be interested in. So this May was all about Dharma. And we looked at the intersection of your gifts and where your gifts intersect with the need of the times as we're currently experiencing them. And when we take our Dharma and we move into our Dharma, we start to fulfill our Dharma, we start to do our Dharma full out, we will inevitably answer the next question, which is, who am I built to serve? Who ultimately is my Dharma in service to? And so in June, we're going to spend the entire month playing with that question, right? It's not just about niching, looking at client characteristics and psychographics. Personally, I would love to throw all that advice out the window and look at who you're built to serve from a much more aligned place, from a place within yourself that is honest, that isn't about marketability, but it's about what your Dharma is. What is it that you're actually built for? Who is it you're built to serve, and who are you built to support? So more tangibly, our June Brave Lab is about looking for understanding and cultivating community, and specifically, how do we call in our dream clients? This is not about client attraction. This is not about client niching. This is not about understanding a client's psychographics and using that to get their attention in any capacity, way, shape, or form. The way that I like to approach understanding who we're really built for is to look at a couple things that already exist inside of your business, whether you've named them or claimed them or not. The first is your message. So that aspirational hope you feel so compelled and responsible, but in an aspiring way to bring forth in your lifetime and to bring through your work. Your message is going to be not for everyone. It can't be for everyone. And when we can really understand within ourselves who it is for, and sometimes the way we get there is by looking at who it's not for. Well, so we'll be doing that as well. But we look at who our work is for, our message is for, then we begin to curate and cultivate not just our coaching work, but the way that we speak our work, the way that we, for lack of a better word, market our work. And all of that sends out an invitation to be in some sort of potentially partnership with you, whether it's in coaching or as a reader or an attendee or a student or a client, or however that's going to unfold in your own business. So that's what we're going to do here in June. And then looking forward to the rest of the summer, I have some exciting news. From 2017 until late last year, I taught a pretty extensive coach training program called Awaken Your Life. There are several of you who are members here who I was lucky enough to come alongside in that program. And I graduated my last cohort last December. So no, I'm not bringing AYL back. I'm not currently looking to do a coach training anytime soon, but I do want to get back into the driver's seat of creating and cultivating a space for coach education. So creating classes and courses that can support you in developing your skills a little bit further, but also a little bit deeper. So not just looking at the basics and the foundational stuff, but what do we do once we have that cultivated? And I'm using that word a lot today. What do we do when we have that, when we feel like I know who I am as a coach, but there's aspects of my work I want to bring more depth or more knowledge or more skill to. And so to begin doing that, I am finally launching the first course in the new Braver Coach School. It will start not till August. It'll be the entire month of August. It's going to be a 5-week course. Those classes are 2 hours of live Zoom instruction a week, starting, I want to say, August 3rd. And this first course is going to be titled Unpacking Worthiness, Returning Women to the Seat of Enough. And we're going to spend 5 weeks as coaches, but also it's for ourselves, right? It's always an enmeshment, if you will. We're going to spend 5 weeks looking at the roots of self-worth and worthiness and enoughness. Why is this such a pervasive topic in our culture today? What are the conditions and the behaviors and the beliefs, both internal and external, that are creating such a ripe environment for worthiness to escape us? And how, as coaches, can we activate more impactful conversations around self-worth without tipping into therapy territory, but maintaining our role and our seat as a coach? So there are 3 of those 5 weeks, there's 3 classes and 2 practice classes. So if that is of interest to you, I've put details below. I am only going to open it for 10 women identifying individuals. I want it to be small so that we have ample space for engagements and questions, but also practice. You'll get to work with me as a coach. You'll also get to try it on as a coach. And there's a lot of good content coming inside of that. So details are below. If you have any questions or need a payment plan or something to give you more support and access to that content, one of my main missions in bringing coach education through the Braver Coach brand is accessibility and helping you all have access, not just financially, but resourcefully, to deeper coach skills that I think are going to speak to the needs of the time that we are in. It's part of my Dharma. All right, y'all. Thank you for being here. I hope you are enjoying, at least where you are, where I am, and we're having some beautiful weather here as we inch our way toward the summer solstice. And I look forward to seeing you all in the community. All right, take care. Bye for now.